Time for Top That Trade. Joining us today, Alan Nuckman, the Chief Market Strategist at BullseyeOption.com, and Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network News contributor. Round number one, guys, for our trader game, 401k effect. Vanguard's annual report on its 5 million 401k clients shows that participation in the plan has reached an all-time high. What does that mean for the market, and who gains from that windfall?
I'll tell you what it means. It means S&P 6,000. 6,000. Seriously. If you look at the S&P, a full V recovery, and I'm ahead of myself, we still have to get to 4,600, and then we'll take out those highs. But a full V recovery, as we've done every time in stock market history, targets S&P 6,000, which is 35% up above. And those people that have been doing dollar cost averaging just every month, put their $500 to $1,000 in the S&P, they are way ahead now after this comeback from that dip.
So 6,000, but he doesn't say when, and I would have to agree with him, right? At some point, we're going to get there. But Alan is right. I think America is getting smart. They're realizing that the best place to put your money is into a 401k. And a lot of people don't have a lot of luck. Stock picking, let's be honest. It's a very difficult thing to do it consistently. As many times as get it right. Exactly. So the passive investor is something that really came to light, in the 70s and 80s, and it's really hitting its full throttle. And the best way to survive these crazy markets is to invest in America. And I think that's what most Americans are doing.
Round number two, Cornundrum. Lab-created chicken has been approved by the Department of Ag. What does that say about corn demand with this cultivation?
I have to say it tastes like chicken. Right? Just like alligator tastes like chicken, weird stuff, deer tastes like chicken. Supposedly it tastes like chicken, but it better taste like chicken, because I think if it doesn't taste fantastic, it's going to be a fad. Remember Beyond Meat? Remember that stock? And when that went public and everybody would have ran it to $200 a share and everybody was going to stop eating meat.
I talk about the chicken, you talk about the corn. That's how
I got to talk about the corn. I'm sorry. Okay.
Corn's gone from $5 to $6.25 in just 2 weeks.
It is. And if it's going to go a lot higher if it doesn't rain. I'm not a weather forecaster, but I'm concerned. I'm talking to my farmers. I've been posting pictures from my farmers of their cornfield. Some say their corn crop is the worst it's ever been in their lifetime, and they're probably right. If you look at the corn condition ratings, they're the worst since the Great Drought of 1988. You almost have to go back to the Dust Bowl to see conditions this bad this early. So we better get some rain, or there's going to be a lot of pain.
I'll tell you, I wasn't there for the Dust Bowl. I'm not saying you were, but I'm just saying I wasn't. Corn's been trading for $5 to $8 in the last 2 years. A breakout of the $8 high sends us to 11. So there's a lot of upside. Now, it takes 2 pounds of corn to make 1 pound of chicken. So that's where the chicken comes in. This Cornundrum is the cultivated chicken. I don't know if people are going to want it. And is that going to hurt demand for corn? I don't know. I mean, things change over time, innovation, but even this seems weird to me, and I'm a chicken guy.
At the end of the day, chicken tastes like chicken. All that other stuff, I'm not so sure.
Round number three, 50% off planes. Boeing stock is half of the 2019 top. Can it fly high again?
Remember, Boeing used to be the biggest Dow mover back just a couple years ago. It's been cut in half from 400 down to, it's trading between 200 and 225 right now for many months. A breakout sends it to 250. And I want to point out, aluminum prices, back to commodities, are down 20%. So it's a Dow stock that hasn't really done well in the last 2 years. It's down 15%, whereas the Dow itself is unchanged over the last 2 years. So I think it's going to fly once again.
I agree with Alan, because the demand for airplanes is really, really high right now. Now, Boeing just lost out on a big deal to Airbus, their biggest competitor. They've obviously had some bad press with some of their other planes and the issues they had. The question is, can they put that behind them? And it might be a rising plane lifts all boats. I don't know how that works, but the demand for planes is going to be so strong that despite Boeing's previous problems, they're probably going to do pretty well because people just need planes. Now, interestingly enough, if you look at the financings of planes by airlines, it's at the highest level it's been in many years, which means they're borrowing money right now to get new planes. That means they expect demand to be strong, and that should help the stock.
Here's your bonus round question for today. True or false? Solar and wind outpowered coal use so far this year.
Yes, a resounding yes for the first time in history.
Okay, I'll go with yes, too.
It is true. Great guys. A couple of winner chicken dinners made in the lab are coming your way. Business First AM continues right after this.